Hello, Kiss fans, and welcome to episode 106 of the Kiss Army Things podcast.
And yes, you did read that title correctly, Bluegrass and Pure Fire. So today on Kiss Army Things, we're going to be continuing our Kiss tribute album theme that we kind of started this whole summer. It's been like a Kiss tribute summer.
Yeah.
It wasn't planned, but that's how it's going, and it's been really great. So thank you everybody for joining us on episode 106 of the Kiss Army Things podcast. We really appreciate you watching our show, whether you're a new viewer, whether this is your first episode or your 106th episode, whatever it is, we really do appreciate you guys being here. All we do around here is just talk about Kiss, past, present, future, all members, all eras. We're glad that you're here. And so today's episode is going to be not only just jam-packed, but kind of flip-flop. So usually we do a Kiss spotlight in the beginning, talk about the albums we've been listening to and getting into most recently. We're going to do that second this time.
Okay.
I actually want to get into some of their comments about from the last episode. Last episode, we did a whole Dream Tribute Kiss album episode. It was a lot of fun. We asked everybody else to leave their comments, and we got some good ones.
Yes, we did. I'm so happy that you guys participated. That made me really happy to see everybody putting together their own track lists in the comments. It's awesome.
Yeah, no, we had a good time, and so I was glad to see that everybody else did too. But before even that, though, I want to mention this, because this happened, I think, a week or more ago, and we haven't mentioned it yet, but I Was Made for Loving You reached 1 billion streams on Spotify. So Kiss's first song to reach 1 billion streams happened last week before. Mm-hmm. I've been monitoring Spotify for the last couple years, watching that as it just slowly climbed up, and was kind of wondering, is it going to be 2024 when we finally see a Kiss song hit 1 billion? And here we are.
So. Here we are. I love it. We can probably partially thank Fall Guy for that. At least a little bit, because it did have
this last big push, maybe.
Yeah, maybe that's what made it happen, like, right now. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it joins a list of, I think, like 688 songs.
Wow.
That have actually reached over 1 billion.
I didn't realize there were so, like...
Yeah.
That's kind of few.
It's pretty cool. And there's an official playlist on Spotify called the Billions Club.
Yeah.
And you can find, like, right towards the beginning is
cool.
Kiss's song, I Was Made for Loving You. So
That's
I was
great.
like, how awesome is that? And you know what really bothered me, which I guess really bothered me, it just didn't really surprise me either, but when all that happened, you know, of course, I'm like, yes, here we go. Kiss song reached 1 billion. And there were all of these folks, oh, that's not even their best song. Song isn't even that good.
Nobody said it was.
I was
Shut up.
It's not about that. I mean, you know, not your favorite song isn't always going to be the most popular song.
Yeah, or the most, like, broadly, like, palatable.
Yeah, but
you know what I mean?
It's just funny how there's always something to celebrate.
Yeah.
And there's always that one person that's just like, nope.
No,
but,
should have been this song. Should have been this song. I'm like, just be happy that your favorite band reached 1 billion streams.
I heard somebody say, you know, I wasn't on our page or anything, but we were talking about I Was Made for Loving You. And then someone commented, wait, that song reached 1 billion? What about She? She has to be up there too. I'm like, She is nowhere even near.
Probably not even half.
Not even in the conversation, bro. But anyway, no, it's funny how it was I Was Made for Loving You and not, you know, Rock and Roll All Night.
Right. Or Beth.
Or Beth.
Yeah.
So and we've talked about how in the last 10, 15 years, it's completely switched.
Yeah.
Where Rock and Roll All Night used to be the song that people knew Kiss by, and it's not anymore.
Right.
It's I Was Made for Loving You.
Yeah.
Unabashedly.
Which is
hands
ironic,
down,
but I love it.
Every day of the week.
Well, because I just feel like, and we talked about this a little bit before, I think, maybe when in the episode we were talking about Fall Guy, but it's just, it holds up over time so well. Yeah. In fact, it gets better with age, I feel like. And it is the most universally, no matter what kind of genre of music you're into.
Yeah.
And pretty much anybody that, like, likes pop music, and whether you think you do or not, you do.
Right, yes.
Anybody that likes pop music is going to like that song.
And I think the reason why, you know, this song is one that, quote-unquote, gets better over time is because, especially within the last 20 years, all music has become pop-oriented.
Yes, definitely.
People are, I mean, even, you know, metal bands and rock bands, you listen to how their songs are structured.
Yeah, and how they're written.
And how the songs are written, and
even if it still sounds different, it's the structure.
Even if musically it is a rock song, you know, it's still, for instance, here we go, let's just prove this point. So there was a really cool YouTube video we were watching at one point. It was called Bring Me the Horizon lyrics or Taylor Swift lyrics.
Yes, I love that.
Now, when I was in high school, they were a completely different band. And then all of a sudden they became... I mean, they still have some rock tunes here. They're still a guitar band. but just structurally, it became quite clearly a pop band. Now you have bands like Imagine Dragons, who are considered the world's biggest rock band. It's kind of, it's kind of weird, but
no
again,
shade to Imagine Dragons, but not a rock band.
No shade to Imagine Dragons, because they have some good songs.
They're a pop band.
Feel the Thunder. Lightning, that's a good song.
Yeah.
Not rock and roll.
It's a good pop song.
It's a good pop song.
Yeah.
Not rock and roll. But again, with this modern age, it's just everything has become so... It has to be. Because if you're going to get on the radio, you're going to want to reach people. If you want to, hit the algorithm, if you will, you have to cater your music towards a specific sound, a specific audience. And even though Kiss, Desmond Child, and Vinnie Poncia had no way of predicting the future in 2024, it's just that, because that song does have that pop flavor, that bubblegum flavor. Bubblegum is supposed to last 5 minutes and then it loses its flavor, right?
Yeah.
That's why it's called bubblegum. It's sweet and it's, here now, gone tomorrow. Well, that song lasted and has lasted. And so, even though Kiss, primarily guitar rock band, that song just is the one that has stuck around. It's kind of crazy because Kiss is like this big band with makeup, fire, and here they are. And then again, Beth, But it just goes to prove that Kiss is more than just what you think,
right.
Anyway, sorry, that got into like music theory for a minute and everything like that. But anyway, let's go ahead and continue talking about the Kiss tribute albums now, because I did want to, like I said, talk about and read some fans' comments and fans' track listing, because even though we came up with some pretty good choices, I felt like they came up with some band artists and artist choices that I never would have thought of.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm going to kick this off really quickly by reading one of our patrons' track list. So we had one of our patrons from Patreon, Greg Sonic. Thank you, Greg, for supporting us on Patreon and for leaving your track list. I wanted to read his real quickly, because I felt like it had some really good stuff too. So here's what Greg said he would want for his dream tribute album. So opening track, Detroit Rock City. Okay, makes sense. Who's singing it? Ted Nugent.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
That one could be good. We all know Ted Nugent opened for Kiss on several tours. A lot of Kiss fans are also Ted Nugent fans, so that I think would work really well. Number 2 surprised me though. Love Her All I Can by Robert Plant.
Oh, whoa.
Not just Robert Plant, but Robert Plant in the Band of Joy. So it's one of his solo artists, one of his other side bands.
Interesting.
But Robert Plant singing Love Her All I Can.
I can't say no to that. I love Robert Plant's voice so much.
I love Love Her All I Can.
Yeah.
I love that song. Not for the Innocent by Metallica. This one I thought would be really good.
That's a good one.
It's kind of funny that he chose a song from Lick It Up from '83. Their first album came out. Metallica's album came out in '83.
That checks out.
But definitely a good choice for Metallica there. You ready for this one?
Mm-hmm.
Easy As It Seems off Unmasked by Carrie Underwood.
Whoa.
See, now that's what I'm talking about, because I think most folks went with a straight ahead rock and roll album.
I never would have picked that song, thought of that song or that artist for this. That's really cool.
Yeah, so
okay.
Carrie Underwood singing Easy As It Seems.
Okay. She has a fantastic voice. That would be really cool to hear, like a kind of country version of that.
I would like to hear it too.
I like that.
Acoustic guitar version.
Yeah.
Killer from Creatures of the Night by Buck Cherry.
Okay.
I'd like to hear that too. That'd be a good one. Modern Day Delilah by Rush.
Ooh.
This is not a song I would have given Rush.
No, I wouldn't have given that to Rush.
I would like to hear Geddy Lee sing that. Although Neil on that really cool back and forth syncopated drum beat would be kind of cool.
That would be cool, and I'd like to hear, it would be a totally different take on it. They would make it their own. I would like that. Yeah,
and then we had track 7, Save Your Love by the Rolling Stones.
Okay.
First of all, the Stones on a Kiss tribute album will be gnarly.
I know.
That'd be about as wild as Stevie Wonder on Kiss My Ass, which I still want to know how that happened.
Yeah.
How did Stevie Wonder end up on a Kiss tribute? I don't know. That's just wild to me. But anyway, so Save Your Love by the Rolling Stones. Number 8, Unholy by Bruce Dickinson with a solo band. So not Iron Maiden, but Unholy by Bruce Dickinson. And his last solo album was pretty good.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
His most recent one. So that'd be awesome to hear. And then, oh man, if you thought Easy As It Seems was a crazy one, how about I Just Wanna by Shania Twain?
Whoa, okay, we're sprinkling some female country artists in here. I like that.
So wait,
what was the song again?
I Just Wanna. From Revenge.
Okay.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. So he likes Shania Twain and Karen, but not Taylor Swift?
Apparently.
What's the deal there, Greg? I don't know. But anyway, that's okay. So number 10, so the last song on the album, Back to the Stone Age by the Foo Fighters.
Okay.
I think it makes perfect sense.
No, I think they could pull
to
that
have
off.
the Foo Fighters close the album. But I never would have chose that song, and I love that.
I
First of all,
like
it's a monster song. Thank you, Greg, for giving us a monster track. I didn't really, bother with it.
He had Sonic Boom as well. True. I like that. That's awesome.
So that was a really well-rounded list of Kiss songs. I mean, you got songs from the Unmasked era, Not for the Innocent. You have songs from the 90s Unmasked era, Unholy, and I Just Wanna, 70 songs, of course, but even 2 modern Kiss songs. So Greg's album is a true,
it's diverse,
all round, Kisstory and all around as far as genres go.
Yeah, that's cool.
So I wanted to read that one real quick. Were there any comments that stood out to you? If not, I do have, or while you're looking, I do have one more track list to read because
I have certain like songs that I want to mention. Like maybe not read the whole thing, but certain ones. So this one in particular had "I Still Love You" by Scorpions, which was.
That I did see that one.
I can 100% hear
Just
that.
take "No One Like You" and make it, "I Still Love You."
Yes,
I like that.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's the vibe I was thinking. 100%.
I like that a lot.
What was the other one? There was another really, really good one on here. I mean, there's lots of good ones, but one that stuck out to me.
For sure.
Here, read your list and I'll find it.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's so many track lists that we could read. So
you guys went all out. I love it.
Thank you guys so much. I loved them all. I read them all. I wanted to read this one aloud too because this person put a lot of thought into theirs. So this is from Z Unit. Not sure why it's called Z Unit, but that's what I'm going with G Unit there. Anyway, so Z Unit commented and said, "Another great episode. Been a Kiss fan since I heard Calling Out to Love on the radio when it first came out. Damn, 76. Tried to approach this with an open perspective. Here's my list. So first of all, the album is called Kiss My MF Ass.
Nice.
Love that.
The ones I was about to choose were from this
list.
So I'm glad we're reading the whole thing.
Perfect. Okay, great. Yeah, so this one I thought, okay, this one's going to be read out loud for sure.
It.
So first of all, you had Kiss My Ass in 95, and then here in 2024, 2025, you have Kiss My MF Ass. And side 1 says, album starts out with an old stereo, searching radio stations, various riffs with only brief vocals by Kiss and Journey as precursors, increasing gradually till the first chord hits. So that, to me, just starting off for the first track.
We're setting a scene.
Kind of reminds me of a mix between Carnival of Souls and Destroyer. Where on Destroyer, the album opens with, the radio, the guy getting in the car and driving with the radio. And then, of course, Carnival of Souls starts out with the same thing, that radio distorted kind of radio frequency sound. Yeah. So we're kind of like going back to that with this.
That'd be a cool way to start an album.
But he says that it all gradually increases until the first chord hits. What's the first chord? Tomorrow by Journey. I'm surprised you didn't have Journey on your album.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly didn't have that many.
Is Journey the band that you really like, or is that Foreigner? I get those mixed up. What's that one song that you just love?
It's Boston.
See, those 3 bands are the same in my brain. Why? I don't know.
I was like, I like Journey and Foreigner, but I wouldn't say Journey, that I love.
Yeah, I get those bands confused.
Yeah.
But anyway, but still, Journey.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Journey would still be gnarly.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
He says, I hear Steve Perry belt out Tomorrow with the band singing We're Gonna Fall in Love. I like that. That'd be great. Got to Choose by Damn Yankees. Okay. That'd be a good one. Almost Human by Megadeth. Megadeth would be a good inclusion on a Kiss album. So I'm trying to hear Dave Mustaine singing Almost Human. That'd be really cool. It Never Goes Away by Lady Gaga.
Oh yeah, that was such a good choice.
We had Lady Gaga, both of us.
We had a couple of people add Lady Gaga to theirs.
I saw that. I like that.
I'm really happy that everybody was on board with that.
That was really cool. Now, okay. So Z Unit says she would rethink this one. This is my Toad the Wet Sprocket entry.
Oh yay! I love that somebody used that.
There's your free card there.
This is my Toad the Wet Sprocket.
This is my Toad the Wet Sprocket. It Never Goes Away by Lady Gaga. I love it. I love it. Closing out side 1, Under the Rose by ELO.
Oh, ELO.
I didn't think about ELO either.
I didn't either. That's such a fun addition. Wow.
So one person you said had I Still Love You by the Scorpions.
Yeah. So
on side 2, Z Unit has You Love Me to Hate You by the Scorpions.
Okay.
That would be gnarly.
Yeah.
Some big vocals on that song.
Yeah.
Good track from Hot in the Shade there. Very obscure Kiss track too, so good choice. But here we go. Take Me Away by Kelly Clarkson.
Yes, that's the one I was going to mention next.
That's the one you were going to mention.
Yes.
Kelly Clarkson.
Can you imagine?
No, it literally would be mind-blowing.
She is...
I love Kelly Clarkson. She's
Kelly
great.
Clarkson, along with like Ariana Grande, are two of the best, strongest vocalists like of our kind of generation.
Yeah.
Especially in the pop world, she is just incredible. Still to this day, like since she won American Idol first season to now, she's
the original American Idol.
Yeah, and she's still she's still big, and she still has such an incredible voice. Gosh. On her show, she does. No, she actually does. She sings covers on her show because she has a daytime talk show kind of thing.
Right.
But there's a segment every episode where she actually sings.
That's awesome.
She's got like a band on stage and everything, and she will cover like popular songs.
That's so cool.
And they're so good that it's become kind of like a meme online that like, if you're an artist, you don't want Kelly Clarkson to cover your song because it's gonna be better than the original.
Kill it.
Yeah,
she's gonna make it better
because it's like she'll take an already really good song and make it just.
I like that. Yeah, okay, so maybe they're onto something.
I can see that. I like that.
Take Me Away from Paul's solo album.
I should have thought of her too because she's also very versatile, like genre wise.
Yeah.
Like she has some poppier songs, but she also has some rock kind of songs and some country kind of songs.
Country vocals are. To die for.
So I like that.
Wow.
That was a good addition. I wish I would have thought of her.
Missed attempt on our part to not include Kelly Clarkson. So
That's great.
So this, he said it was the first song off a solo album. There you go. Now this one was probably by far the best choice. Long Way Down by Greta Van Fleet.
Yes, I saw this one too.
Long Way Down by Greta Van Fleet.
I know.
That one
Never would have thought of that.
No, but that's a knockout.
Yeah.
That's a knockout. Perfect. The drums, the vocals, the guitar, that is Greta Van Fleet to a T.
Yeah, I can hear Josh's voice in my head.
Strange Ways by Soundgarden would be awesome.
Okay.
Really cool, dark, gloomy 70s track would sound awesome by a 90s grunge band. I love that. He says, not sure if they're still alive, neither do I, but they would still kill it. I mean, they would do great. Last track on the regular album, Danger by Hailstorm. That would be good. That would be a hard rockin' version of what's already a good song anyway, Danger. There was some bonus tracks.
Okay.
This is where it gets a little interesting. Not my choice, but...
Are you sure this isn't the Toad the Wet Sprocket, whatever you're about to say?
You tell me. Ready for this? Imagine that album, which is fantastic, and then the bonus track, Living in Sin by Eminem.
Oh, yes, I saw this.
Living in Sin off Gene's solo album?
I saw this one, too.
Now, I might need to go back and listen to that song, but that's not a song that I would...
I want to hear more about your vision because I feel like you have a vision and I want you to explain it to me.
It has to be like fun Eminem and quirky Eminem. It wouldn't be.
It would be, yeah.
It wouldn't be battle rapper.
Serious.
I'm about to eat your head off Eminem.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be Slim Shady. It would be more of like the Houdini.
Right.
More of the
like
kind of
playful
quirky
kind
Eminem.
of
Because Living in Sin at the Holiday Inn, I can't see Eminem.
Tell us more about your vision because we do love Eminem.
Eminem is my all-time favorite artist besides Kiss,
and it's so fun to see him included on this.
I would love that,
but never would have picked this.
I won't lie, I wanted to include Eminem on mine too, but I just
you were like,
could not find. The only one I could think of would be I Love It Loud because I Love It Loud has a very rap. Stand up. You don't have to be afraid.
Okay.
Get down. Love is like a hurricane.
Yeah.
Street boy. No one never could be tamed. Street boy. It never could be tamed.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can see that and do that in more of a berserk style.
Yeah.
I Love It Loud. So I could see it. But Living in Sin was an interesting choice. So I would like to hear more about the vision there. Must be like encore Eminem maybe. Either way, really cool. But this one you'll appreciate. Last bonus track, Just a Boy. By the Pentatonics.
Yes, by Pentatonics. Yeah.
So an elder track.
Yeah.
By Pentatonics.
By an a cappella group.
That I would love.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would love that. We saw them live.
Yeah, I've seen them twice, actually.
You've seen them twice.
Yeah, I still like them. I don't really keep up with them as much anymore, but I used to be big into Pentatonics. So yeah, that's a really fun addition, and I can definitely hear that. Mitch would definitely be on lead vocals. That'd be so good.
So good.
That is great.
So yeah, there's just a couple of the full track lists. There was somebody, Mike Murphy, one of our longtime fans, viewers.
I was about to say
Shout out to Mike Murphy. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Mike Murphy. He had a great list as well. But he had the National, which I never would have thought of. It's more of an indie kind of. I don't even know how to describe the National, but more of an indie band. And he had them doing Only You, which I think is a great choice. And then at the end of his comment, told me to check out the duet that Taylor Swift did with the National called The Alcott. And it is a great song. I love that song. She's done a couple of collaborations with them because one of their, founding members. Aaron Dessner is one of her big producers.
Oh, I didn't know that. I knew he's a producer, but I didn't know he was in the National.
Yeah, him and his twin brother are both in that band.
Okay.
So she's done a lot of collaborations with him, but also with the National.
I know Aaron Dessner, though.
Yeah, so that was cool to see. I actually got to see Aaron Dessner come out on stage with Taylor at the show that I went to.
Holy crap.
In Cincinnati last year.
Wow.
He came out and like played guitar with her and did a song with her.
Cool.
So that was really cool to see somebody shout out a Taylor Swift duet with somebody. I love that song.
Yeah, I loved everybody's list because the thing about this is that we're all kind of learning more about each other's tastes.
Yeah, definitely.
Because just looking at Mike Murphy's, I mean, you mentioned the National, you know them, I don't.
Oh, Cyndi Lauper, Sure Know Something was a great choice. I love her voice.
But when it comes to bands like the National and the Decemberists, and
that's another kind of indie.
New Order.
Yeah.
Those are bands that I don't know. So I might actually learn some new music, some new artists. You know what I mean? It's really cool.
And an artist that you actually learned from one of these comments. I think this is where you heard about them. This is from Steve Sanders. Mentioned I Love It Loud by The Pretty Reckless.
Oh, yes.
And mentioned that we should check out their song and video, Heaven Knows, and we actually watched it. I was aware of who they were. Okay. I know who Taylor Momsen is, and I've maybe heard a couple of their songs throughout the years, but I've never really gotten into them. Mm-hmm. But I don't think you had even heard of them, so we watched that video. It was really good.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
And what was the lead singer?
Taylor Momsen.
Yeah, who is she again?
I'm a singer, but also an actress. She has been since she was a kid. She was in Gossip Girl when she was a teenager, and then when she was little, she was in The Grinch, the live-action Grinch movie with Jim Carrey. She was like Cindy Lou Who. So it's cool to see her all grown up in like this like badass.
She's an
rock band.
angsty rock band. Lead singer of a rock band. So that was awesome. But it was a great song, and it was really cool. And there was somebody else too. I think Rick commented. And was saying, check out the song, or check out the band Fu Manchu, and they would do great at a cover of She. And so I went and checked out their cover of Slow Ride.
Oh, was it good?
And it was gnarly. I'm talking like guitar tone, heavy. Like as soon as I heard just about a minute of Slow Ride, I was like, oh, I'm singing Rick's Vision to a T. Like that would be so awesome.
Yeah. So
again, and of course that's a band that I never heard of.
Yeah, I've never heard of them either.
Would be great.
Somebody really liked our duet idea for Keith Urban and Taylor Swift. Every time I look at you.
Totally. No, I think that would be great.
Yeah.
Super Kiss 1400 had something really cool on his. He had his album full of Kiss tribute bands.
Oh, okay.
So Tim.
That's a fun concept.
His track list, for instance, has Mr. Speed playing Deuce.
Okay.
Track 2, you have Gary Stevens from the Kiss tribute band Strutter playing Strutter, of course. Jim Sita from Kiss Army, the tribute band Kiss Army, playing Cold Gin, and then the band Kist, K-I-S-T, playing Christine 16. So that I thought was cool. Amber Wild playing I Was Never Loving You. So I thought that was really cool having Kiss tribute bands, and then of course Paul Son, playing Nick Simmons.
I was going to say I thought at least and there might have been a second person that had. I thought I saw Nick at least once or twice.
Yeah.
So that was a cool addition too.
That was awesome. So everybody had some really really good choices. There's one more track list here. It's from at Film Tracks More 464. Here's my crazy.
Yeah, they have
list.
some good ones.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, that was a great duet with Keith and Taylor Swift. Yeah. Psycho Circus by Cheap Trick. That would be wild.
Ooh, interesting.
Dua Lipa.
I know.
With Charisma.
I was like, we got some modern pop artists
Dua
on here.
Lipa on Charisma. That would be interesting. Mr. Make Believe by Paul McCartney.
What did he have Billie Eilish doing?
Oh, whoa.
Wasn't she on there, or was that on somebody else's?
I'm looking around.
I saw Billie on somebody's.
It might be, and I'm just kind of like, of course, my eyes are just not working right. I don't see Billie Eilish on this person's, but you're right. I did see him.
I'm thinking of Andrew Johnson. He had Taylor Swift doing Forever, which I love.
Oh, perfect choice.
And then Billie Eilish was actually doing Charisma. That's interesting. And then Miley Cyrus doing I Want You. I love that.
That would be crazy.
I love
the vocals on that would smoke.
Yeah, she would kill that.
I love that. So yeah, everybody had some great stuff. Thank you guys so much. All Night by Def Leppard.
That makes sense.
That's probably the most accurate.
That one. Is
that and Long Way Down by Greta Van Fleet are the two. Oh wait, Domino by AC/DC.
Okay.
I could see that. No, but I don't know. I just had so much fun going through all your guys' lists. Thank you guys so much.
It was such a fun thought experiment just to think about, and helps all of us exercise our creativity a little bit. So thank you for participating and humoring us.
For real. It was literally an impromptu episode.
Yeah.
It was I don't know what was planned before that, if there even was anything planned.
I don't even know, but just when we were talking about Kiss My Ass, it was oh, what if we did this? And then as soon as we started, we couldn't stop.
Yeah, so once I get started, I can't stop. I can't come down because this love is so hot. One of my favorite Kiss lyrics of all time. Anyway, let's continue on now because we do want to get to finally the official Kiss Spotlight.
Yes.
So we talked about listening to some Kiss tribute albums, and we actually listened to a couple. I'm going to go ahead and give you this one to talk about real quickly.
Yes. Yeah, so we talked about Pure Fire, the ultimate Kiss tribute. Which, didn't you say this came out under a different name?
Correct, yes.
Earlier?
So this one, I think, was released around 2004, and it was called Spin the Bottle, I think.
Okay.
It's called Spin the Bottle, which, at first, I hated that name. I thought it was I said, I'm so glad that they re-released this album, because Spin the Bottle is such a stupid name.
It seems random.
But then I realized, when teenagers go to a party, all people in here were teenagers listening to Kiss.
Yeah.
You play Spin the Bottle. What do? You spin the bottle and then you kiss someone. So you spin the bottle, and wherever it lands, that artist plays a Kiss song. I didn't either. So don't worry.
It does seem obvious now that I think about it.
So I hated the name until I thought about it and thought, no, I get it now. It's kids who were teens listening to Kiss.
It's a clever way to reference Kiss.
Yes.
That's
spin
great.
The bottle. Wherever it lands, that artist has a Kiss song.
But I guess, in recent years, they kind of re-released it under this name. And Bob and Bruce Kulick were heavily involved.
I think it was just Bob.
Okay.
I think it was just...
but Bruce might be on it. Bruce is on it, though.
I think Bruce might be on it, but I think Bob Kulick was the one that was,
really
at
putting
the
it
helm,
together.
Which is so dope, because I missed this.
When it came out the first time?
Yeah, and the second time. Okay. I bought this randomly on a whim at a record store. One of the local record stores we go to.
Yeah.
Just saw it. I think I must have been buying them off the soundboard when they came out, when one of the soundboards came out, and I just saw it behind them and thought, I'll buy it, because I love the album cover.
Yeah, no, that's so cool. Cover. The skulls with the makeup styles, that's awesome.
And it reminds me of Sonic Boom, because of the Sonic Boom, the four corners.
Yeah.
And it's just awesome. Rock and Roll Over, it's a really cool album cover. Love the artwork. And so I thought, I'll buy it and see what it is. And I tell you what, this is probably my favorite Kiss tribute album of all time.
It's really good. Especially, no offense, but coming off of Kiss My Ass.
Right.
That was fun. But this is actually sonically cohesive.
Oh my gosh.
Bob Kulick. Kiss My Ass is all over the place.
Right.
And that was kind of the point. We did talk about how, Gene wanted all these bands to do their own thing with their songs. So it's not like we were trying to make them sound similar. But I really like how, even though there are different artists on every track of this album, it still is listenable as a full album,
it's
track
amazing.
to track. You know what I mean? It just... And maybe that's because Bruce and a lot of the same musicians, it seems like they were all going to the same studio, working with Bob, working with a certain set of musicians.
Yeah, true.
And so I think he really, really tried to make it cohesive, and he
Bob
succeeded.
Knocked this out of the
It's great. It's really good. Do you want me to go through the track list, or just talk about my favorites?
Well, here's the thing though with Bob. Is for me, it was okay, when this came out, when I first bought it, I thought it was new. Mm-hmm. Thought it was new-ish.
Right.
Saw the re-release date. What's it say? 2018.
It says 2018 here, but then 2022.
Okay, so either way, I'm thinking, this is brand new. This is recent. No, this came out 20 years ago.
That's crazy.
And this sounds like it was recorded yesterday.
Yeah, literally.
With the most top. Bob Kulick nailed this because so it's extremely hard to have a bunch of musicians playing in different studios with different instruments and different recording techniques and trying to have a cohesive album. But this is one that, you listen to it and it sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Very well done. I love the fact that it's just all... They're not cookie-cutter Kiss covers. These are not just straight-ahead covers. They're faster. They're heavier.
Yeah.
They're more electric.
They're all heavier.
There's random guitar solos everywhere. There's double bass drumming for every reason. It's who cares, It was an all-out, literally pure fire Kiss album.
It's
I loved
fantastic.
it. Yeah, what were your favorite tracks?
I mean, my favorite, and this is no surprise, but my favorite is probably Love Gun, because lead vocals, Tommy Shaw.
Yes, dude.
From Styx and other bands, but I just absolutely adore him. I love him in Styx. I
know
love his
you've been
voice.
a huge fan of Styx for a
yes.
while. And you saw them live, yes?
Yes, yeah, with Tommy, yeah. I saw them for free at the Indiana State Fair, like probably 10 years ago at this point.
I can think back to you texting me going, oh my gosh, babe, this
it was
is amazing.
And I was so close to the stage, and like I said, it was just a free, like, small concert, but it was awesome. And Tommy Shaw was incredible. I love his voice, and he did such a good job on Love Gun.
Yeah, he did.
That was definitely one of my favorites. I thought it was cool that Chris Jericho was on there doing King of the Nighttime World. That was a really good one.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else? They were all good. Do you want to look and see what your favorites were?
One of my favorites, I mean, is still, it was, when I first heard it, and it's still Kip Winger singing I Want You.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because I feel like Winger has gone through the ringer. Anyway. Winger went through the ringer there for a while, but everybody just loved to hate Winger. You know what I mean? Like Winger was a good band, had good songs, but because they came out when they did, it was like everybody just loved to hate them. And I think everybody just forgot how talented these guys were. And hearing Kip Winger rock the vocals on I Want You is just, I almost got to pull over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And just listen to this, because he just absolutely nailed it. The only thing is, though, is that I feel bad because I'm not sure who's on drums, but I did not care for the drum track on I Want. That was the only thing that like held it back. But you have Paul Gilbert on the track as well. But I mean, you've got guys like Carmine Appice playing God of Thunder. Bruce Kulick was on God of Thunder.
Yeah, that's the one he was
Freaking
on.
Lemmy Kilmister singing Shout Out Loud.
Yeah.
Which, I'm not gonna lie, that was not the right choice for his vocals. That to me was like the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones doing DRC.
Yeah.
But
I'll be honest, that was one of my least favorites, just because, I mean, like, it was cool to see him on there, but that song choice was so strange for some reason. I'm like, you could have chosen any, like, heavier song.
Yeah, it was cool that he was on there.
Yeah.
But maybe a little bit of a weird choice. Bob Kulick was on that track.
Yeah.
Which it kind of makes sense. It's pretty cool. Bob was also on Parasite. Love that.
Yeah.
Gilby Clarke on Strutter. That's cool. CeCe DeVille on I Stole Your Love. Playing guitar. Very sweet there. Opening track.
Dee Snider,
Detroit Rock
right?
City with Dee Snider.
Yes.
Which was awesome. And I loved how when it came time for 12 o'clock, I Gotta Rock, he said, 12 o'clock, I Wanna Rock. Because I Wanna Rock is a song by Twisted Sister.
Oh, that's amazing.
I Wanna Rock.
I didn't even catch that.
I love that.
That's incredible.
I thought that was so cool. Just an all-out awesome. Mark Slaughter on Cold Gin.
Oh, yeah. I forgot
Robin
about that
Ford.
one.
So, I mean, this is just clearly a star-studded album full of rock and roll heavy metal musicians, but also huge Kiss fans.
Yes, and we also, it comes with a DVD as well. And we also...
Which we never watched until...
Yeah, we had never seen until we were preparing for this episode. And we did watch it, and it was really, really cool. It had just really short little clips of maybe not every artist, but most artists that were on there.
Yeah.
Literally in the studio, and a lot of them were just kind of talking about Kiss and their own personal history and like experience with the band and when they became a fan and things like that.
Yep.
So that was really, really cool. So yeah, one of the people that was in that video was Robin Ford, who I think plays on track 3, Cold Gin. And we learned just from him talking to the camera for a few minutes that he actually played on I Still Love You and Rock and Roll Hell.
Yeah.
Which I don't even think you knew that.
So I've always known that Creatures was an album that had everybody and their mother playing on.
Right.
It definitely wasn't none of it was Ace. And hardly any of it was Vinny, and it was a bunch of other guys. But yeah, so to actually hear from Robin Ford saying, yeah, I played on I Still Love You and Rock and Roll Hell was awesome because, yeah, I mean, those are songs that I know them, I love them, I knew it was not the guys in Kiss, but it was just cool to learn.
Yeah, to put a face with
it.
With names you've probably seen in the credits and just never really thought anything about. It was the same with Mike Porcaro, who plays on Calling Dr. Love. He played bass on Creatures of the Night, apparently.
Exactly. Yeah. And
it's
I'm
just like learning so many
again, I knew it wasn't
things.
Gene playing bass because I knew that it wasn't Gene, but I didn't know it was Mike. So
yeah.
It's just that was really cool too. Was just to get some more extra tidbits of history.
Yeah.
You know?
I love it.
It was really
very cool.
And the DVD was awesome because we haven't haven't watched the DVD, and it was a really cool little glimpse into how that album was made. You get to hear from both Bob and Bruce.
Yes, and actually one of the things that I wrote down that Bruce talked about in his little thing was, because he was talking about, obviously way before he was in Kiss, he was a Kiss fan, and he was talking about how he became a Kiss fan, and he actually said that Bob brought home Destroyer.
See, I never heard that story
when they were
before.
kids, yeah.
That's something that you would think he would mention that in Kiss Extreme
Right?
Close Up.
Yeah.
But he never mentioned that at all.
Yeah. And
I've never heard that before.
And he said he loved it. And then he said once he saw them live in '78 at the Garden, he like really, really got it.
That's so
I'm like,
cool.
that's so cool to hear his history.
I've never heard
like, as
Bruce's
a fan.
history.
Yeah, as a fan, not as a band member.
Gotta get Bruce on the show, man.
Oh, dude.
I need to get Bruce on here. That'd be so awesome to figure out some more about Bruce's history. Because, yeah, I was like, what?
I love it.
I never knew that. And then somebody in the comments was talking about how, or maybe it was a message, I'm not sure. Somebody had messaged me or commented and said that Ryan Adams, not Brian Adams, but Ryan Adams
yeah.
had just released 2 live covers of Black Diamond and Firehouse.
Whoa, interesting.
How cool is that?
Like recently?
Yes.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
We need to check those out.
Yeah,
because
for sure.
I thought that'd be cool to hear.
Yeah, I've heard of him and heard maybe a couple songs.
Yeah, I've heard a couple songs from Ryan Adams, but I haven't heard obviously his Kiss covers. So if you guys want to, go check out Ryan Adams, his live covers of Black Diamond.
That's great.
And Firehouse. I thought it was really cool. But that wasn't the only Kiss tribute album that you listened to, was it?
No, it was not. Yes, and this one we've actually talked about before. I think this has been my spotlight
Both
before.
of them have been on the show before.
Yes.
In some capacity.
I had never heard that one before. This one I had. This is Ancient Door, a tribute to music from the Elder.
Yes.
So yeah, we've talked about this before. This is literally just kind of this one guy putting it together,
it's
right?
Like two guys.
Yeah, I mean, working with other people, but I think it's really just two people. Christopher
Bjorns.
Bjoryars?
Oh, Christopher Boryars.
Yeah,
yep.
something like that. And then Jolene Fredrickson. And they do all of the vocals and all of the instrumentation. Just these two people. Produced by Christopher. And it is literally just pretty much front to back, the Elder.
A top to bottom.
Yeah, except for they rearranged just a little bit by putting Odyssey towards the end instead of its normal place towards the top, which is an interesting choice. I remember the first time I heard it, I hadn't really looked at the track list, and I was like, did they skip Odyssey? Like, I know it's a cover, but what?
Yeah, for real.
But this is just a fantastic cover album. Oh my gosh, it's so good. And it's just, it really puts you into the world of the Elder.
Absolutely.
Oh, I love it so much.
Yeah, it was very well done. And this was a gift from Pasquale, too.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Thanks, Pasquale.
From like back in the day, a couple of years ago or something like that. So thank you, Pasquale, because this is the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah.
I absolutely love this. Christopher did an amazing job.
It's very good.
I cannot wait to get to our Elder review.
Yes.
This November. But yeah, you're right. This one has some incredible... It's not just, again, a straight-ahead redo of The Elder. I mean, there are some liberties taken where there's a couple tracks... I think it was either Only You or Under the Rose, where there's like an added instrumental section at the end.
Yeah, there is.
That's really cool. That takes you on an odyssey, if you will.
I love
it. But yeah, it was very well done. There was some cool stuff done to Mr. Blackwell, Escape from the Island, but all around a fantastic album. And so yeah, if you guys just check us out, because it's a really well done album.
Yeah, highly recommend.
Well put together. I'm not sure where you can find copies, but I'm sure if you look around, you could probably find one. But
yeah,
it's recommended because it's awesome. And I wanted to, just for fun, mention a third one. So again, the title of this episode is Pure Fire and Bluegrass. Well, we got the Pure Fire, but where's the Bluegrass?
Oh my gosh.
Have you ever heard of Hayseed Dixie before? Because if not, you people need to get a hold of this. Check out Hayseed Dixie. This is called Kiss My Grass.
Oh my gosh.
A bluegrass tribute to Kiss. So this is one of Jeb and I's like childhood core memories.
Yes.
I can think back to when Dad brought this home and said, hey, here's Hayseed Dixie, and we're going to listen to some bluegrass Kiss. And Jeb and I are confused because we knew what bluegrass was in theory, but we didn't really know any bluegrass artists. So as soon as Dr. Love comes on...
Is that the opening track?
It's the opening track.
I did not listen. I have heard this, but I didn't listen to this.
It's the opening track. And as soon as you hear Dr. Love... I mean, it's got... Okay, so here's the track list. Dr. Love, Detroit Rock City, Christine 16, Cold Gin, Let's Put the X in Sex.
Whoa.
Bluegrass.
What?
Love Gun, Lick It Up, I Love It Loud, Rock and Roll All Night, and oh my God, Heaven's on Fire. So,
I remember that one.
2, 3, 4, 4 80 songs, first of all. That's really cool. So mostly just 70s and 80s. But yeah, no, this is
and it's exactly what you think it is.
It is literally bluegrass.
It is some twangy, like real bluegrass.
It's awesome. It's awesomely hilarious. It's hilariously awesome. But again, I can think back to when Dad bust this out. It's like, guys, check this out. This is Hayseed Dixie. He puts it in, folds his arm, and just waits for us to react. And we're like, what the heck is this? And start laughing, and we're not really sure how to react. But no, this has always been, and I'm surprised I still have it. This is the exact scene that Dad brought home.
That's so great.
This is not, I mean, you can tell it's not even like together anymore. It's just like pulled apart.
Aww.
And I'm pretty sure Hayseed Dixie gets their name from AC/DC.
Yeah.
And they do
Hayseed.
Bluegrass covers of famous rock bands. So Hayseed Dixie, AC/DC, Kiss My Grass, Kiss My Ass Kiss. So it's really well done. It's very well thought out. It's very satirical. It's very, whatever. But
yeah.
I highly recommend it. My favorite track is Heaven's on Fire because the intro. They do the intro Paul Stanley vocals in Bluegrass.
Yeah.
And it's just, I didn't think they would. And they did. And they committed. And it was great. So, yeah, here's just one more Kiss tribute album for you guys to check out.
It's an American classic.
It's an American classic. Yeah, so when we used Rock and Roll All Night, the Bluegrass version, in one of our short film projects years ago.
Forever ago.
Nothing we do cannot have Kiss in it.
Yeah, just
Kiss
subtly.
always has. When Jeb did a German video project for German class, we had his Kiss coffee mug in there. Like everything we do
just gotta sprinkle a little bit of Kiss in there.
And this podcast is the ultimate, but everything is Kiss. So. Yeah, never a dull moment over here, guys. So
I love it.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. This has been a really cool look at just some Kiss tribute albums. Let me know what other Kiss tribute albums you guys like.
Yeah, because I know there's a lot more out
I've heard.
Apparently, there's a bunch of them.
I think the only ones I've heard are right here, plus Kiss My Ass.
Right, same.
And there are several more out there. There's one that was for Vinnie Vincent, a Vinnie Vincent tribute album.
Interesting.
There was the one that was the catalyst for Kiss My Ass. I think it was called Hard to Believe.
Okay.
That came out like 1990 or something like that. So there's a lot that we haven't gotten to.
Yeah, tell us what your favorite is if it's not one of these that we've been talking about the last few weeks.
I need a death metal Kiss tribute album.
Yeah.
Okay, not death metal. It can be any kind of metal, but I want a extreme
like hard
metal
yeah.
Kiss tribute album because I've heard Death do God of Thunder, and I've heard Iced Earth doing Creatures of the Night, and I've heard Arch Enemy do The Oath. So it's like I want an extreme metal Kiss album.
For sure.
That's what needs to happen next because I want to hear Kiss songs taken up to 12.
Yeah.
Forget 11, man. Let's go to 12. Put some breakdowns in there, some gutturals, some screamo. Give it to me, man. I would love that. But anyway, so now I need to confess to everybody that I lied. I don't intentionally lie to you guys, I promise. But I lied in the last episode by saying that the last episode was going to be the last Collector's Corner for a long time.
Immediately, next episode we do.
I guess we did skip a week, so I guess it did kind of like...
But we already had this stuff last week.
Yeah,
we just didn't film.
Exactly. So yeah, last time I said, guys... I'm slowing down on the Kiss collecting. Trying to save money. And the truth is that I didn't actually buy half of this.
Okay.
This is all gifts and stuff.
Okay. I don't think I know. I only know like one of these things. Well, and it's the thing that I'm waiting for.
The one thing I did buy was not for me. It was actually for Daphne. So
I've been waiting to open this for
I'm
like 2 or 3 weeks.
I'm always the one opening stuff on the show. It's always just Kissmas for Xander, and then Daphne never gets anything. But
I just watch. But
now it's time.
My turn.
But now it's time for you to get something. So go ahead, pop it open.
Oh, I'm so excited! It's been a long time since probably not. Okay, maybe not a long time, but it's been a while since I got a new Kiss shirt. And this one is just so cool. Oh my gosh! Oh, it's even cooler in person. Look at this.
I love it.
Look at that.
We don't have very many brown Kiss shirts.
No, I don't have any brown Kiss shirts. And this one has Eric Carr. And it's got these amazing stars. It does look vintage. I am obsessed. Oh, that is so cute.
Put it more towards the middle so we can see in the middle.
Yes, I'm so sorry. I just want to see it. I'm not showing anybody else.
So, first of all, check us out. Image of Eric Carr. Okay? Yes. Unmasked era. Eric Carr's not blacked out. Like that one t-shirt that made us all mad.
Right.
Love the stars. Very vintage. But the shirt itself is not vintage. I think it's it's
just meant to kind of look and feel like that. Yeah.
Oh, it's super soft.
It's so soft.
No burlap sack here.
I love it.
No burlap sack here.
Thank you.
You're very well. Anytime, babe. You want me to buy you some Kiss stuff? Let me know. Tag's still on it. Is it a tag?
Yeah.
Got Kiss logo on it?
Let's see. No, it does not.
Rip it off. No Kiss logo, rip it off. No, I'm just kidding. But interesting.
Yeah.
Anything
cool.
on it at all?
It's just the brand of...
What brand is it? Trunk. I've never heard of this brand before.
Me neither.
Original Trunk. A Moment in Time. Los Angeles, California. This is a fully authorized...
It's all faded from here,
Interesting.
so you can't really see it.
And there's no year on this?
Sure.
Is this even official?
I think so.
Because I see the R for registered by Kiss, but there's no Kiss catalog. There's no Kiss
But I do think
LTD.
this said...
There's no...
This is a fully authorized and exclusive product.
I can put that on there if on
Right, but... I don't know.
Very
I don't know
weird.
whether it's
Who
legit
cares?
or not.
It's still cool.
I think it's very cool, and I'm really excited to wear it.
Yeah, wear it next show.
Speaking of shirts, actually, before we open anything else, this shirt that I'm wearing, which is probably the last Kiss shirt that I got, which actually is vintage. This, like... Oh, and this also has Eric Carr on it. So now I have 2 Eric Carr shirts. But it's from like 2 years ago, but we just happened to see this today, and I had already picked out this shirt on my own.
Yeah, you were wearing it.
You saw this morning a picture of Rachel Ray. She wore this shirt on her show like 2 years ago. Like this and like a leather jacket. Like,
and it was a vintage shirt. She was wearing an actual vintage 80s shirt.
Vintage 80s shirt. And I just thought that was so random and cool. Because I came in wearing this and you were like, I just saw a picture of Rachel Ray wearing that shirt.
Yeah, I was on the computer and she walks up next to me and all I'm seeing is the shirt that I just saw Rachel Ray. I was like, what's the odds that you'd be wearing the same shirt she was? But anyway, no, that's crazy. I wonder if she's a fan. If it was like something that was
just gave that to her.
I wonder if it was like from her husband's vintage collection or her son or where she got it from or what. Maybe it's hers, but I don't know. It's pretty freaking awesome.
I don't know enough about Rachel Ray to know if she's a Kiss.
Yeah, neither do I, but it's just funny when you see a celebrity in a Kiss shirt. Yeah. It's always fun. But anyway, so now this stuff I did buy. But that's okay. This one, let's see. Which one should I open first? I think it's this one. Yeah. Oh, yes. So, I think it was last year, I got a really cool gift from our friend Glenn.
Okay.
From Tales of a Kiss Geek.
Oh, I'm excited. I totally forgot you got this.
Yes.
Okay.
So, I've been waiting for this. So our good friend Glenn from Tales of a Kiss Geek.
Yes, shout out Glenn.
Yes, shout out Glenn for real. Sent me a really cool Kiss package, and in it was an Eric Carr necklace, Eric Carr guitar pick necklace.
And Bruce Kulick is on it as well.
Yes. It was from ericcarr.com, but it had, if you want to get that, you can. Yes, it had.
It's very faded now, but you can see it. Or, I mean, you can try and see it.
Right, yeah. So the guitar pick has Bruce and Eric Carr from the God Gave Rock and Roll to You music video.
That's awesome.
And on the back it says Eric Carr, We'll Never Forget You.
And it's got Eric's like little signature.
Yeah, it's got Eric's signature printed on it. It's really, really cool. And I was so obsessed with it that I wore it literally every single day.
Like almost 24/7.
I didn't wear it in the shower. That was it. But I wore it when I slept. I wore it when I went to work. I wore it when I did the podcast. I wore it when I mowed the lawn. I wore it when I played drums. I wore it doing anything. You know what I mean? 'Cause I love that necklace. And it ended up getting really faded, really worn pretty quickly.
You can't even really tell who's on there anymore, unfortunately.
And it was cool because at work, hey, it's a cool necklace. What's that? I would say it's my Kiss necklace. It's Eric Carr and Bruce Kulick. They're not wearing any makeup, and then you get a little personal kisser lesson for him. But over time, it was like, who's that? I can't even tell anymore. You know what I mean? So I wanted to get another Kiss necklace. Kiss necklace.
And you really liked the guitar pick style, too.
I love the guitar pick style. That was so unique, so cool. And I actually found another Eric Carr guitar pick necklace from ericcarr.com. Now, it wasn't bought from there, but it was made by ericcarr.com.
Yeah.
But an eBay seller was selling their Eric Carr guitar pick necklace, and it has on one side Eric Carr unmasked, around hot in the shade maybe, and then on the back.
Oh, it's double-sided.
On the back, it has Eric Carr with the Fox makeup on.
That is awesome.
So this one I can wear. I can put it on.
Yeah,
and it doesn't matter which way it's on because it's going to work either way.
Yeah.
And
or you can switch it depending on how you're feeling or depending on the shirt you're wearing or whatever.
Yeah. So
we just need to get a chain to go with it.
If you want, you can look at it. No.
Or did it
right
come
there?
Well, that one's...
You
need a new chain.
Okay.
That one's kind of janky.
For sure. I'll get a new chain. But anyway, so I do not...
I love it.
I don't like jewelry. I never really wore jewelry. The only one thing I wear is my wedding ring. That's all I wear.
I was saying, you haven't even been wearing that awesome ring that you got.
The Black Diamond
ring. You need to wear that again. I love that.
Yeah, it's cool. It's not at work. It isn't really practical at work.
That's fair.
But, it is really cool.
I love that. That's really cool.
I do love it. But this is something that I can actually wear all the time.
Yeah.
It's just that I may have to restrict myself and start wearing it selectively.
Yeah, maybe don't wear it while you're sleeping or mowing the lawn, things like that.
Yeah, it just, I don't know, I love it. So
like maybe not out in the sun.
Yeah, no, you're right, where I'm sweating and getting it all worn out, but I just love it. I think it's so cool. So I'm glad to have another one. Maybe we should
You started something, Glenn. Thanks.
Yeah, for real. Thank you, Glenn. For real, I love it. I wish it was the same one because I love that one.
If we could find that one again, we'd get it.
I did, but it wasn't a necklace. It was just a guitar pick with no hole. So I guess
I
could have poked a hole through it, but they have a way of doing that I think theirs is better.
We would have to buy a specific kind of hole punch, like the real tiny ones.
Yeah, I wouldn't just get an ice pick and just go to town on it. But anyway, so there's that item right there. Now this, I'm showing you guys. Because this is not for me.
Okay.
This is not for you. This is for Jeb.
Oh, okay.
This is a gift for Jeb. And I saw this on eBay and thought, I have to get this for Jeb. So this is a bootleg DVD of Kiss's Unplugged performance at the Indianapolis 95 convention.
Whoa!
Very, very cool. Very, very awesome.
Oh, that is so cool.
Might regret this, giving it to Jeb.
I was going to say, why is this not for us?
Cut this part out. Keep it for myself. He'll never know.
He doesn't need to know.
No, he knows. He knows. and it's really cool. So actually, just a few days ago, last week, was the anniversary of this. July 13th. So our parents were at this convention show up in Indianapolis in 95. And we have a couple pictures from that event, but I only just recently, within the last year, saw footage from this show.
That's so cool.
And here I am now finding an actual, like bootleg DVD of it. And so I thought, you know what, Jeb needs this. Absolutely. It's awesome. It's very well done.
I was going to say, this
very well put together.
Is so well designed as
I
well.
love the notebook design.
The notebook paper, yeah.
So cool.
The Polaroid looking pictures on the front.
Yeah, whoever did that is, that's perfect. Love it. So I did tell Jeb about it. He knows it's coming. So I gotta get this thing repackaged and sent back to Jeb.
That is so great.
But maybe we should watch it first.
I was going to say, I low-key want to see this first. We should
watch it to make sure it works, make sure it's fine, do a test.
Or he just needs to come back over so that he can watch it with us before he takes it forever.
Bingo. But anyway, no, so I thought that would be really cool to have, because I bought a poster from that event last year, and thought, you know what, this is pretty cheap, this is pretty cool. Buy it for my little bro.
Very cool.
So there's that, and the reason why I'm showing a gift to Jeb is because Jeb brought me some gifts too.
Okay.
And so I wanted to show some gifts from Jeb. And I'm just going to start big. I'm going to start big.
Oh, this is the big one.
I've been waiting for this for a couple months. And that, I'm not going to say it, I'm just going to say it. The Eric Carr Record Store Day vinyl with...
Let's do it.
Ready?
Let's do it.
The light up eyes. Can you get enough of that?
That's so cool.
Because I cannot get enough of that. So when Jeb first brought it down, it didn't work. And I thought, it probably just broke.
Yeah, we thought it was broken.
So I charged it to see that it was charged, and it does work.
And it's fun because when you plug it in to charge it, just one of the eyes lights up red to let you know it's charging. It looks crazy.
This is the most Kiss thing that you could ever do. You know what I mean? The fact that the vinyl that they did for the anniversary didn't do this.
I know.
Says a lot.
That
you know
is
what I mean?
crazy.
The fact that the Eric Carr camp, Loretta probably
thought
did
of
this. And it's just amazingly designed, amazingly well done. And when I went record shopping, or when I went, I woke up on the day of to go shopping. Woke up an hour or two early, was in line an hour or two early, you know what I mean? And even then, I watched as the two people in front of me took the last two.
Yeah.
Gosh. There was a guy in front of me with a Kiss hat on. I knew he was getting it.
Yeah.
And then the girl in front of me took the last one. And I was like, oh, you're Eric Carr fan? She's like, oh, I saw your shirt. I'm so sorry. I said, no. You got it. Aww. It's yours. You take it. You got it. And, you enjoy it. I got a CD, though.
Yeah.
I got the CD.
I was going to say, you didn't leave empty-handed, really and cool. Luckily your brother came in clutch.
Jeb went shopping the next day and said, hey, we got one. I just bought it. Yes. It's yours. I said, bro, are you sure? Because you bought it.
Yeah.
I'm not paying you back. So so if you want to give it to me.
Either you keep it or you give it to me.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're either going to give it to me or you can keep it for real. He goes, nah, dude, this is all you, man.
So that's awesome. Thanks, Jeb.
Yeah, it's so cool. So thank you, Jeb, for this. I might do a special Patreon opening video.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I need more content on the Patreon, and this is something that I'm not just going to want to open, look at, and go, oh, wow, cool, and put it down.
Right, you really want to savor it.
I'm going to want to look at this.
Yeah.
So, Patreon folks, get ready because we're going to be doing a full unboxing of this.
Love it.
I cannot wait. But I at least wanted to charge it up. I did. It's still sealed. I did open it right here.
You have to get to the charger. Yeah.
But that's elite.
That's amazing.
That is elite right there. That is just so freaking awesome. So, yes, thank you, Jeb, for that. I like how my present is definitely not equal. He got me that. I got him a DVD.
Hey. They're both super cool.
Well, that wasn't it, though. He got me so much more.
Okay.
He got me so much more. Jeb is the coolest, man. So Jeb always goes record shopping, and he found a lot of, I think it's just four really old Kiss records. Really old Kiss records.
Very old.
Very and for $1 a piece.
Nice.
And said,
great deal.
Here you go.
I don't think I saw this.
Here's 4 records that you already have for $1 a piece.
Yeah.
I said, bro, thank you. Yeah, so we got Dressed to Kill, we got Alive 2.
Nice.
Hotter Than Hell, which I don't think I have. No, I have an old copy of Hotter Than Hell. And then Rock and Roll Over.
Nice.
So Rock and Roll Over, Dressed to Kill, Alive 2, and Hotter Than Hell.
That's great for $1 a piece.
For
Absolutely.
$1 a piece, that's what I'm talking about. And he said the records were in terrible condition. Let's just pop open one and see what we got here. I asked him, I said, is that Teardrop? He goes, no, but I did see one recently for $10 and didn't get it. I said, you stupid. But anyway, what we got here? That's playable.
That is not that bad. It's just a little dirty.
No. That's playable.
That's not bad at all.
There's not one single skip on that right there. Holy crap.
Yeah, it just needs cleaned.
It needs cleaned. Yeah. It needs a sleeve.
It needs a sleeve. I think they're all just
it's
straight in the cardboard.
Records and jackets. Right, yeah. No, there are no sleeves.
Ooh.
There are no bills. There are no sleeves. So this one's got some scratches on it. Probably could... That's dirt. That can be cleaned.
That side looks way better.
This side looks way better. So
that's perfect.
So side 2, Dressed to Kill, a little bit dingy. Not too bad, though. But like I say, I mean, like, this is not bad at all.
You already looked at that one.
Yeah, I did that one already. Let's check out Alive 2. Got this sweet-ass gatefold there. Let's go ahead and show it, because you know I can't look at that without looking at that.
Yes.
One of the greatest gatefolds of all time. Pretty cool there. Any inserts? Oh, this one has sleeves.
I see something, yeah.
This has got the sleeves on it.
Nice.
Hell yeah. Okay, there you go. So, boom. Sleeves there. Okay. Let's check out Alive 2.
Not bad.
Gosh, not bad at all.
Not bad at all.
Not a
the way he
scratch
described
on
it, I thought it'd be way worse.
He said these were destroyed. I was like, dude. This could be,
jackets are not in great
this
condition.
Could be our giveaway for this Christmas. I mean, like, if somebody wanted to, like, start their vinyl collection, get a few extra records and some 70s records, like, we could give this away for this Christmas.
They're definitely
this
playable.
Could be our lot. It'd be our 4th giveaway, 4 records for 4th year. Holy shit, look at this.
Oh, wow.
So this one, I don't know if this is an original Kiss or if there was a version of Hotter Than Hell released with the Casablanca. What is this? RCA record. So this might not even be...
Might not be the original sleeve.
This is an RCA record, so I don't think this is
the original. At least it's in a sleeve.
Yeah, at least it's in a sleeve. You got some Hotter Than Hell, a couple questionable spots there, but...
Again, mostly dirt. That's not bad at all. It just needs cleaned.
You could play
which we
all
will
of these.
do. And none of them look like warped or anything either.
No, and I'll get sleeves for them. I'll get inner sleeves.
And we will make sure they actually play well before we decide if we're going to give them away. We're not just going to be like, oh, looks good. Here you go.
Let's give these away. They're crap. No, these look really cool, though.
Make sure.
This looks really awesome. And of course, I'm going to struggle to get this last sleeve back in there. So watch me.
The sleeve is like falling apart.
The sleeve is falling apart. So this one can probably go. This sleeve can probably go. But no, I'm talking about like $4 for 4 records like that. Is really
good
sweet.
Find, Jeb.
Good find, and not only that, but he also found. Hey, here we go. We'll replace that one with this. So he found.
Okay.
So
he
found a Casablanca sleeve, just a random Casablanca sleeve.
Nice.
Millennium Chocolate City, Oasis, Douglas. Okay, interesting. It's Filmworks, Casablanca and Filmworks.
Cool.
But he also found
a
Kiss Alive 2 booklet.
Whoa.
So I think this might be my 3rd or 4th copy. Of Kiss Alive 2. Probably the only one that actually has a booklet.
This booklet
and
with
this booklet is in immaculate shape.
I was going to say, that looks nice.
This booklet does not match the rest of those records. But
wow.
I believe this came with Kiss Alive 2.
That is so cool.
So we have some really cool 70s items here, or 70s images.
Yeah.
Love that right there. This one I'll go through the whole thing because it's too cool not to. So, sick shot right there. I'm sure most folks have already seen this if you were around in 77, but you cannot get enough.
Such a good shot.
Cannot get enough of 70s Kiss right now. So there's that. We had Gene and Paul in the beginning. Here we are, Peter and Ace.
Nice.
And I'm doing a terrible job at keeping this together. This is already falling apart.
I was going to say, it is a little flimsy.
It is falling apart, but still really cool.
The pages are in good condition. It's just like the binding. Yeah.
Evolution of Kiss, 73, 74, 75, 76.
It's like history up until that point.
By Peggy Tomarkin. So,
thanks, Peggy.
So Peggy was part of the Kiss Army fan club, or part of the Casablanca, part of Bill Aucoin's team. And I think for a while she used a different name.
Okay.
A man's name.
Okay.
And then I guess now she's just going by Peggy.
Good for you, Peggy.
Which is really cool. But Peggy did a lot.
Shout out to Peggy. I love that.
Anybody with... I know Peggy, the name. So if anybody out there has any more information on Peggy...
Yeah, I'd love to learn about her.
Tell us about Peggy and what she did, because this is really, really cool.
That's great.
So I'm going to put this... Yeah, not with those ones, sorry.
Yeah,
but,
you're like, I'm keeping this one.
This one's going with the collection because it's too cool not to. Lucky to have... Really cool 77 booklet there.
That's great.
Is that it for Kiss merch or for the Collector's Corner? I believe so.
I think so. Are you still doing Kiss merch of the year though?
I am. I'm doing that until it's over.
Till you run out.
Well, I mean.
Or till it doesn't make sense anymore?
Well, I'm doing
it. Till you catch up to present day?
Yeah, I was going to say, the last one will be 2024.
Okay, yeah.
If I get anything with 2024... Have we had anything that says 2024?
Probably not.
The only thing I could think of would be the Kiss first album merch that didn't say 2024. And the
No,
Kiss...
because it was already produced.
The Kiss Glam Light that says 2023.
Right.
Even though I got it in 2024.
Nothing that has been produced this year has come out or been announced yet.
The only thing I could think of... Yeah, no,
if anything exists, it's not available for purchase
The Eric Singer magazine.
Yeah.
Which is behind that. From Modern German. That's not Kiss, though. So, I don't think I have
we'll go as long as we can.
I don't think I have any official Kiss merch that says 2024 yet. But I did want to do, the Kiss merch of the year, because episode 106, we're talking about the year 06, 2006, and a couple of guys have been here the whole time.
Oh?
That's these coasters.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure these coasters, if you look, says 06.
They do, in fact, say 06.
So every episode, we use these coasters, and there's actually a couple more. I'm not sure where they're
at. And they're double-sided. I've got Rock and Roll Over and Hotter Than Hell on mine.
I've got a Live 2 and a Live 1. And I'm going to put a Live 2 up because I now have a new copy.
Yep, and I got Rock and
Kiss
Roll.
Alive 2. There you go. Perfect. So, so we use these Kiss coasters. I didn't buy them in 06. I bought them... Couldn't even tell you where I bought them at. Actually, at this point, I don't know where I got them. But for a while... They were sitting there. I thought, we got to use these. I have other Kiss coasters that are way too cool to use, but I thought these ones are just awesome.
Yeah, and they're just regular
coasters.
Yeah.
Just, I think they're even starting to peel now at a certain point. But who cares? Because they're getting used. They're getting loved.
Yep.
So we have Kiss coasters down here. And I also wanted to show, I guess my shirt is kind of this too, because it's Kiss Him or Her.
Okay,
that came out in 06.
I love it.
So I guess I could actually use it. I need to wear this more.
Yeah.
This shirt is so comfy. Yeah, so on the front it says, you never forget your first, and of course on the back it says Kiss. With the model wearing the Star Child makeup. So this was a promo t-shirt for the Kiss Him Her fragrance line in 06. Hated it when it came out when I was a kid. Love it as an adult.
Obsessed with it
Super
now.
obsessed. Got a whole corner in the Kiss room dedicated to just Kiss Him Her. But no, the main thing I wanted to show for this is something called the Kiss Rock Licks.
Oh, ew.
This is one of those things that just... I'll just tell a story, okay? So, one of our very first Kissmases, Jeb and I woke up and, for Christmas, and there was just Kiss stuff everywhere as kids. And it was like, oh my gosh. And one of the things we got was Kiss candy, and it was these called Kiss Rock Licks. And I didn't even look at it. I just wanted it. I was like, oh my gosh, Kiss candy. So Jeb and I opened it up. We took it and just about threw up because we didn't look. It says Sinful Cinnamon. So it's a cinnamon sucker, which is not not a good flavor. It's not blueberry, grape, raspberry, nothing like that.
Yeah, well, I mean, cinnamon is good, but a whole giant sucker. That's too much.
Cinnamon was not good.
Too much. And also, this is so old that it just looks so disgusting now.
So, do you know what was there?
What?
Rock and Roll Over.
No way.
When we got this...
I've only ever seen it.
Yeah, I know. You always don't know, but when we got these, The sucker on the front had a graphic of right there. There you go. Rock and
Wow,
roll over.
cool.
Had rock and roll over on the front, and yeah, after almost 20 years, it's just completely
I can't even
faded.
describe what color it's turned into.
It's literally just a gray green.
Gray, green,
or
yellow.
a green gray. With a little yellow in there. Yeah, it's very sad, but you
Would
know
not
what?
recommend eating
It's
it
fine.
now.
No. And we got lucky because even though we thought they were nasty, our 2 step siblings also got theirs and said, "Here, you can have ours."
Keep it. Oh, that's so sweet. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so this one is actually one of our step siblings.
Aw, thanks guys. That's so sweet.
Let me keep theirs. So that was really cool.
That's great.
It says, formed in 1973, New York, Kiss exploded onto the scene, combining ear-splitting hard rock with bombastic live performances. Their larger-than-life personas, as well as a string of memorable rock anthems, have inspired a legion of loyal fans. You wanted the best, you got the best tasting Kiss lollipop in the world. If this is the best tasting Kiss, that means it's the only
Yeah,
Kiss
it
lollipop.
must be.
There's no way.
It's the best and the worst.
But
It's
anyway,
the only one.
I like how we're getting into like 06 now, and next will be 07. That's where Jeb and I are.
Can you believe that sucker itself is almost 20 years old?
I can. I
It
honestly can.
It actually does look like a 20-year-old
I've
sucker.
got bubblegum from 78 over there.
Yeah.
From
yeah,
77 to 78 over there. So, I mean, it is what it is. But no, because we're getting like 06 and 07, that's when Jeb and I became Kiss collectors.
Yeah,
and
so it's like actual stuff from your childhood.
We're getting
now.
into the fun part now.
Yeah.
And so I can think back to getting us on Christmas and being so excited and being so let down.
Yeah.
And then I got it.
You're like, well, now I can keep
And
it.
then I got one, so yeah.
It's a fun story. Packaged one.
But let's be honest, Rock Licks, not a good name.
No.
Sinful Cinnamon, not a good name, not a good flavor. So this might be one of those missteps.
Yeah.
So you know what they should do?
What?
Come out with new Kiss candy.
Yes.
Have new
How
Kiss
is there
candy.
Not?
The only there was the Kiss M&Ms.
Yeah, but that's
and
not.
there was
It's just Kiss branded M&Ms.
The Kiss Hello Kitty mints. That was cool. That was his own. That was his own thing.
Mints is boring though.
Right, mints are boring. So there needs to be some new Kiss candy.
They need
Pop House, let's go.
I don't understand why they need to have like suckers or something like that where there's 4 different ones that are the different colors of the the main Kiss members.
Why, so they get 4 times the money?
No, I mean so they can have different flavors.
No, I know. I'm
so
just
that
saying
the
if they
blue
do
one
that-
can be blue raspberry, and the purple one can be grape, and the green one could be green apple or lime.
Yeah,
and
I
the
totally
red
agree.
one can be cherry or whatever.
Absolutely,
like,
I totally
that'd be so
agree.
great. I don't understand why that's not a thing.
I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, that's it for Kiss Merch of the Year. And that's pretty much it for this episode. This is a lot of fun. This has been a lot of fun because I know, thank you guys for being patient. Last week we had so much go wrong that it just wasn't possible to do an episode last week. So this one should have been up last weekend. Either way, we're glad that you guys are here this week talking about Kiss with us, celebrating Kiss, the music, the tribute album stuff has been a lot of fun. And obviously, like we said, Jeb came down.
Yes.
He gave us some gifts. So we weren't able to film an episode with Jeb, but we did film a video with Jeb.
We did film something fun, so stay tuned.
Please, because this is a first for our channel.
Yeah.
Next week is going to be a lot of fun. I want you guys back here, ready for some more Kiss fun. Thank you guys for joining us every single week. This is so much fun. Please, in the comments, like I said, let us know some Kiss tribute album stuff, but let me know what you guys want to see as far as topics go, what you guys like about the show. We really do appreciate it. We want to make the best Kiss content we can for you guys. Just celebrate the band and keep this thing going, you know what I mean? And if you want to, please support us on Patreon. What we're doing is uploading exclusive videos on Patreon. These episodes I try to go up as early as possible, usually a day early, as far as the episodes go. So yeah, check it out. We're going to do a Kiss Eric Carr unboxing. So yeah, lots of cool Kiss content coming there, but always follow us on social media and here on YouTube because we are having the most fun talking about Kiss. I like how this 2024 Kiss is off tour, and we're still just like pumping out content.
Yeah.
Like, there's no shortage of like nothing around here. Like we're gonna keep.
There's always something to talk about.
Always, and so we thank you guys so much for joining us. There is nothing more than I like than just being here talking about Kiss with you guys, hanging out, and of course reading your guys' comments. That was so much fun. So thank you guys. Peace out. Have a great week, and we'll see you next week for an awesome video here on Kiss Army Things. Really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Episode 106. My name is Xander.
My name is Daphne.
Peace out. Rock on.